TOMz.
Oh yes, it's a beautiful afternoon, and that can only mean one thing and one thing only. The biggest and the best sci-tech show in the land is finally on your screens. This is, of course, Teenagers on a Mission. One on SABC 1 on TOMz for sure.
Absolutely right. And of course, this is Sia, and we are going to be at your service namhlanje. Because we are here same time, same place.
Absolutely right, Babethu, and I'm sure in English we'll nyazi about the growing culture of sneaker exchange at the moment.
True that. Abantu abaninzi bayazithanda iznikers. Mina ngifuna uyazi ba yintoni lento eba-excitayo ngazo.
Well, tell you what, today's episode is absolutely going to be lit. We're talking all things sneakers. Tell you what, are you ready to get the show on the road?
Let's kick it.
Passion ya di sneakers e qadileng ka 2005 hore a collected sneakers. He pushes the South African sneaker culture through events that are the sneaker exchange. Moleng hore batho ba bangata ba etsa di sneaker collection. Re bona na hore culture hantle ke eng le hore e sebetsa jwang. The history of sneakers yana e tswa hole ebile it is an interesting story. The future of sneakers yona hantle e ya ka le technology ya teng e tlo hola ho ya wile. Re bona na hore wena o tseba hakakang ha re bapala the TOMz quiz.
All right, Mzansi. Now, speaking of this, via social media. How many pair of sneakers do you own? Let's see what you guys had to say on Facebook. Once again, he owns 30 pairs of sneakers, but by the end of the year, he wants to own 120. Yes, yo, I know. My boy, all the best. We're speaking of TOMB_B on Twitter, and she says, I am a heels kind of a girl, but I have my one loyal pair of sneakers. Just one pair? Hope you get more though. Anyways, keep those comments coming in on social media. On Facebook, you are TOMz. On Twitter, at TOMz_SABC_1. With that being said, let's go inside Martini. Let's go, Tav.
And we still added the game of it with our roadshow, and I'm trying to touchdown in Soshanguve, Sivakashele, Philadelphia Secondary School. Right next to me is a gentleman. And some my questions. Does he know anything about the sneaker culture? Esa?
Yeah, sure.
What's your name?
My name is Success Mdluli.
Okay, Success Mfunukana, ne? Yin I culture out here.
Culture is something that comes back from our roots.
To me, culture is something that you believe in, like and then you wanna show more of that thing.
Yeah. Okay, so saying you again, boy. There's always culture in everything. There's culture in fashion. There's culture in spinning cars. There's culture in soccer. When we pick culture?
I mean soccer and spinning.
Yeah, I'm more into fashion and soccer.
Oh, you love fashion and soccer?
Yeah.
My culture. You're doing comedy.
Yeah, you love comedy. So, again, do you love sneakers?
No.
Why not?
Because I feel like I'm going to measure the steps.
Yeah.
Alright guys, ndiqinisekile uba abantu abaninzi abathanda iznikers babukele inkqubo yethu namhlanje and would understand the term sneaker culture. Kodwa bakhona ke abanye benu who aren't exactly sure. So, masibukele le clip.
Culture yona ke tsebe ya di characteristics tsa batho ba leng hore ba phela ka tsela e itseng e leng hore ba bua eliminating religion, food, social habits, mmino o ba memelang ka mokgwa ba aparang teng le art e ba e etsang. E entse ka di behaviors, interactions le ntho tse ba di utlwisisang le bile le ntho tse leng hore ba ithutile tsona ka ho socialize le hore ba rute bana ba leng in the next generation. Culture yona he ke yona ntho e re tsebisang hore batho ba phelang in that culture ke eng ntho tse ngwe le hore they are acceptable and unacceptable, tse bohlokwa le tse seng bohlokwa, tse lokileng le tse sa lokang for batho ba phelang in that culture. Culture yona ya re tsebisa he hore batho ba ntho tse ba ithutileng tsona ba kgona ho di share jang ka di traditions tsa bona, ntho tse ba di kgolang, knowledge, norms and values, ebile le hore attitude ya bona le maitshwaro a bona hantlentle di jwang. Ka the 18th century, batho ba leng hore ne ba sotleile haholo ne ba apara dieta tse nang le di rubber soles tse bitsang hore ke di plimsolls tse leng hore they didn't have a left or a right foot. Ka 1876 he hule wa ba the first trainer e entseng ko Massachusetts ke motho o ba mmitsang hore ke Charles Eaton. The US Rubber Company ba le ba etsa di canvas study sneakers tse bitsang hore ke di Keds ka 1916 tse leng hore ba re ke di sneakers tsa pele tse leng da etsiwa. Got the 1940s to the 1960s, a cultural change, younger generations ba sneakers for fashion rather than sports.
Yazi, a sneakerhead is who collects, trades, and all-round admires his sneakers njenge hobby.
Absolutely right. Now, Labantu Labane actually experienced in distinguishing between the real and the fake replica of sneakers.
Ooh, and that's very important. Yo. Can I spell it, guys? What you guys think on our social media pages? So we are
Mkokotero lo?
Stop it. Alright, guys, a massive welcome back Kuni Nonke as we continue emission yethu namhlanje. Inkobo yethu is all about the sneaker culture, more specifically sneaker exchange.
Absolutely right, bafethu. Kunjalo njengoba ubuntu esilo sikhuluma ngeculture, particularly sneaker culture bafethu, and how it's actually growing and exploding lana eMzansi.
Speaking of growing and exploding, so Divina nomnye ubhuti Kamalakung Tebogo, and he's going to show us how he has started this massive trend up in South Africa with events such as sneaker exchange.
Bengi Corner, you're invited. All right, now Zoga Mzansi uPethusia, and we yet again on another mission. I'm trying to get Lana a new town where all the cool kids are actually at. And you know the drill by now. I can never do this mission thing alone. I get Lana teenager too. My boy.
My guy, what's up, man?
How's it going, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You good?
I'm nice. Please introduce yourself to the people. TOMz
Alright, my man. My name is Ceaseless Steez. I'm here from Major Steez, and I'm here to learn about sneaker culture. I'm here to find out what I can get out of this sneaker culture, since I've always been a sneakerhead. I've always been in the shoes, you know what I mean?
You ready?
I'm ready, man.
I'll tell you what, you've actually come to the right place. Ngoba namhlanje siya sneaker culture, so behlanga nochwepheshe ozobicwalunga kabanzi lolu daba yebo leyo nto, and seeing some really cool sneakers and also the business opportunities that can actually arise from the sneaker culture. Are you ready?
Sure, let's go.
Away.
Yo, how's it going, man?
What's up, guys?
Good.
Cool. I'm Tebogo, co-founder and director of Sneaker Exchange. I think they're a leading African trade show when it comes to sneakers.
All right, cool. So first things first, right? This is literally my first time being here. Mina ngifuna ukwazi for umuntu ohlele ekhaya that hasn't been here, what actually goes down at the Sneaker Exchange?
Okay, cool. What actually goes down before anything else? If you're sitting at home and then you're thinking about, I need to come here and come check out what's happening, don't be intimidated about, I don't know what's happening with the fashion, I don't know what's happening with the sneakers. This event is open for everyone. You're literally coming in here to meet like-minded people, and then you're gonna get schooled about culture, about sneakers, about what would work for you and what wouldn't work for you.
Kamahara society are no holadi di cultures thing ngata telling thing. Ibile there are a variety of subcultures linked to the countercultures telling what they have developed. The subculture heki group ya batho eleng hore bana le di qualities tse tshwanang mpa ha di tshwane le tsa di cultures tse re di tlwaetseng. Bona he batho ba bana le di beliefs, the values, norms le ibile ba itshwara ka tsela e itseng. This includes the smarties, zestyle, hip-hoppers, li easy kotani. The countercultures he ke batho ba eleng hore ba tshwana le di subcultures mpa bona he ba etsa dintho tse eleng hore a di tshwane le tsa di subcultures. Ibile they are different in norms and values ka mohara society e re phelang ho yona ka jekole, and ha e tshwane le the mainstream.
All right, cool, man. So we're here at the Sneaker Exchange. So please tell us, what are we here to see inside?
Okay, inside Uzobona like a whole lot of guys that are like passionate about the culture. One being South African culture, and the other thing being business, like entrepreneurship at a young age. Whether it's getting that money, instead of you going to spend it at one place, you're making t-shirts to sell. They might not be great, but if 100 of your friends are buying them, that's great. Do you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be seeing people that have set up stores and selling t-shirts, that are selling clothes. There's brands, big brands that are like exhibiting stuff. There's kids that are washing sneakers, touching on the business again. And then there's people that are cleaning out their closets and coming and bringing in their old collection, and they're just like, you know what, I need to make room for new stuff. I'm trying to get rid of that.
All right, man. So what I need to ask you right now is, right, how important is it to bring your like individuality into what you wear and into the shoes that you choose to wear? Like, what makes you stand out and become or be yourself, express yourself through what you choose and through what you choose to wear?
For me personally, my number one motto is I'm not a cool person. I just do cool stuff. Just know what I mean? So when you do cool stuff, you'll constantly be doing cool stuff. But if you're a cool person, you could be cool with like those sneakers on that fashion, and then next thing, fashion changes. And you look at it, you're like, I actually don't want to be wearing that. That means what? You're not cool anymore. But if you're like keep evolving and you just stick to yourself and you just keep doing cool stuff, you'll stay there. And cool stuff is, you could be the coolest person at school with your grades. You could be the coolest person at school with your hustle. When there's a Friday, kids are chilling there, you're rocking up, you're selling cold drinks and all of that. You're known as the hustler. Do you know what I'm saying? And you like that person that's moving. You know what I'm saying? If there's like an event like this happening, you the kid that goes and buys his tickets and sell them to school, it'll be like, yo, you are that cool person that's doing cool stuff. So it starts with that and it feeds off to who you are. And if you are known as a like you do cool stuff, it doesn't matter what you're wearing. I could be wearing literally a 10 rand t-shirt. People are gonna look at it and say, yo, that's cool. But they don't even know what it is, because you're just the guy that's so ahead. You're never selling yourself with brands. You're never selling yourself as a guy that's known to wear Gucci's and all these things. No, don't get in the trap. It's a trap. Don't get into it.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
It's a trap. All right, bro. So you as a sneakerhead, right? As being someone that loves sneakers, why do you collect sneakers? Like, besides wearing them, what's up with the love for it?
If you're ahead, like according to me, and I stand to be corrected, you're the guy that stays like me online, researching every day. This is what's coming out. This is what's going on. So each and everything that I've started wearing, I can tell you, yo, they actually dropped only 1,000 of those. Yo, they actually made that. Oh, those are those Jordans. You know what I'm saying? It's really that, like, you're getting into it. It's beyond just the color. It's beyond just it looking cool. It's more than that. I grew up not being able to sort of like afford the sneakers and all of that, and I started working and I just started collecting. And I mean, I went from thinking I need to collect sneakers for like a week that I can rotate, and a week turned into a month, and that month turned to 3 months, 3 months, 6 months. Next thing, like, it's a year that you can go on without even repeating sneakers. You know what I mean? And met up with a friend of mine from Cape Town who's the co-founder, also Zaid, and then we started talking. He came from the States. He had a whole lot of sneakers that he's trying to get rid of, and then we set up an event and we're like, yo, let's get all our friends to come through, come, buy, trade, and then the next thing, it was like the first event done in Woodstock in Cape Town was like maybe 80 people that came that were all new. And then worked hard at it. 2 years later, we're hosting like 3,000 people that we don't even know that follow us and all of that stuff. And then for me, it just shows that when I was coming up collecting sneakers, my mom would look at me and say, you're crazy, you don't need all these things. What are you doing and all of that? But I met up with a whole lot of people from different walks of life, you know what I mean? Black, white, Indian, whatever. So, and it's like I realized, geez, I'm not crazy.
Athletic footwear ne ka se fihle mo e leng teng ka jekolo ha ne e se ka constant innovation of technology. Hona re sebedisa di basic options, re sebedisa a multitude of materials that tshwana le di cushioning systems, fits and stabilities for motho o mong le mong la le re o boima hakaka. Di sneakers tsona di entse ka mesh le di synthetic plastic materials tse kgonang ho thusa to be breathable and durable, ebile kgona ho supporta ebile yona e bonolo. Cushioning technology e kgona ho dumela motho o apereng dieta tseo ebile di kenya le moya through the sole of the shoe, ebile hona le gel the foam technology e kgona ho absorb the impact. Hona le di technologies tse ding here that are battery powered self-lacing shoes tse le bitsang hore ke di LED lights tse kgonang ho hanya in the sole of your shoe.
Sure. Now, as a sneakerhead, right, I want to know how many pair of sneakers do you have at this particular point in time?
To be honest with you, I haven't counted in a while, but what I can remember is that I can go on the whole year till Easter.
What?
Without repeating it.
That is absolutely crazy. So you could literally have like a walk-in closet of all sneakers.
In closet, it's like a cottage.
Sure.
Nice.
Now, who would have known that culture could be so interesting and complicated at the same time?
Right.
Which culture do you belong to?
14. Don't enzi culture yako yosuke from any other culture. Kanisa zisendike on our social media platforms. So we are TOMz. TOMz.
Alright, welcome back to Mzansi. You are still watching TOMz, watching SABC 1 Mzansi for sure. You still having fun?
All the time.
Always a chance?
All the time. Namhlanje ke sinqola noTebogo, a sneakerhead ozithandela izneakers. And we are going to be talking about the ever-growing culture of sneakers as well as events as fun as sneaker exchange.
Absolutely right. And a sneaker exchange yini. 40, how this event is actually bringing culture together. With that being said, let's not waste time. Let's check it out.
You did mention, right, Tuguti, I want to bezelana, being be intimidated about the whole thing. Because I feel like a lot of the times people are intimidating, they would rather get some cheap shoe because even though they like those sneakers, but they're very pricey. What advice would you give abantu abanjalo?
I'll make it so simple for you. It's a matter of if you're like an aspiring person and you're young, you don't just go, oh, I just started working, I'm gonna buy a BMW or a Benz or a big car. You go, I wanna start with a small car, learn how to drive, bump it, you don't cry, up until you graduate to something bigger. Same as sneakers. Get your slightly lower level, low entry sneakers that you can buy, and then you wear them. You know that I can look after these things, I can clean them and all of that, and that's when you'll invest in big priced like sneakers, you know what I mean? And then most of the time people buy like a sneaker that costs Zaka Ebaya, and then you've been wearing those Jordans the whole week, you've been wearing them again, and then now when you look at them, they don't even look the price, because you know what I mean? And then it's the pressure again of what I'm trying to say to the youth. Don't stress about you wanting to be, you'll actually be accepted for you being you by wearing your not necessarily cheap but reasonable clothing. It's a matter of how you put it together. There's a whole lot of kids they go Motown and they go buy like thrifted clothes. They look better than people that spend thousands. So make an effort, and I'm not even kidding you. Start from your wardrobe, from Time or from my old lady. Look at what they have in the cupboard. You'll be shocked, you'll be surprised, and you start putting it together. And then you find something cheap, you put it nice. And sometimes the sneakers might not be dope, but you could be collecting socks, and you put them together with the socks. You're the sock guy. Nobody really cares what you're wearing, but it's about you being an individual, not following trends, following norms, because you're not there financially. So that by the time that comes, that you start working, and then imali kona manje, you'll graduate now and start buying those things. But my advice to you guys, do what you think works for you, do what you think is your vibe and what you can afford.
Sure. Yeah, my boy, that was absolutely lit. Sneakers.
So basically, my guy, I've learned today that with shoes, it's a lot more than just fashion and all of that, especially in 2017, man. I mean, young people especially, are making business out of this, making money out of this, turning it into a lifestyle. And that's motivational, man.
So would you say this was a mission accomplished?
Mission accomplished.
Absolutely right, Buffet. So there you have it. We came, we saw, and we definitely accomplished namhlanje. From myself and Usihle, we are out of here. Asame, my boy.
Alright, Mzansi, sesifikile futhi isikhathi sethu sokudlala the TOMz quiz challenge. You know the drill by now. You can also play along on our social media pages. It's really easy. Jump on Twitter, Facebook, shothi kahle kahle iyiphi impendulo kanti iyona. Mina ngizofika nepeni lami elibovu ngothi kahle kahle uyitholile noma cha. With that being said, let's go play the TOMz quiz challenge.
Dumelang kaofela you TOMz la tsebo le kgethile haholo ho rona ebile re le rata haholo, and that is why in today's episode le nra chakela sekolo se itseng mo mona mo Johannesburg. La tsebo re re ikemiseditse to have some fun with you guys hantse re ithuta ka lefatshe le makatsang la science and technology. Lights, camera and action. Are you ready to experience the ultimate edutainment? With the grade 12 learners, we had loads and loads of fun. We handed out some awesome books to empower the learners and keep them motivated. Career guidance. It's cool to be smart, guys, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And now to the TOMz by your side, learning becomes fun, and in turn, edutainment. Presenters Tarna, they went up against each other, giving the learners a chance who can outdance them. Let's go to TOMz, the dance off challenge. We tested their knowledge with the TOMz challenge, where we saw Team B winning the first round. re le re tswela pele to the second round mo re leng ra bona a grade 12 learner o ba mitsang gore ke Lesego Mokonyama knocking everyone out and moving to the next round gore a tlo tseba bapala the speed round master.
Okay, Lesego mamela ke lesibiza nge-TOMz speed round master ne. So boy qabala ama puzzles lawa colorful ne. You must remove them from that splendor or fake to any splendor or you choose out. Here are the rules. The small one is always on top. The big one can never be on top of the small one. Ne? If that happens, you get disqualified. Okay, so are you ready? Yes. Your time starts now.
All you have to do is email tomz@sabc.co.za and who knows, your school might be next.
One minute gone.
Shame. Unfortunately, how I got the pyramid puzzle lerona. Better luck next time.
And you have been disqualified because the red one is on top of the yellow one and the red one is bigger than the yellow one. What happened?
I was confused.
You panicked, no?
Yes.
Njengoba iznikas zine history ende kangaka, as well as technology playing such a big part in it, maskasibona ba ithini ngomso yeznikas.
Technology e sebediswang ho etsa di-sneakers e tswela pele e ntse e hola ebile it is improving the aesthetics ya batho ba aparang di-sneakers. Mo bokamosong re tlo sebedisa material ka mohara di-sneakers tse kgonang ho re tsebisa ka DNA, di kgone ho change colour ho ya ka hore wena maikutlo a hao a jwang, di kgone ho re tsebisa ka heart rate, temperature, ebile di re tsebisa ha e le hore re na le dehydration le high blood pressure, ebile kgone ho tsebisa ha e le hore o na le di-muscle strains. 3D printing it tlo kgona ho thusa mo dilemo tse latelang hore re kgone ho tseba ho hodisa the sneaker industry.
Oh, Mzansi, unfortunately, we've come to the end of the show. But tell you what, I learned quite a bit, namhlanje. And tell you what, I'm actually inspired to be a sneakerhead nami. Ngithola ama sneakers azongilasta unyaka wonke. Njengezinye ingane.
Hey! But do remember that the conversation still carries on. On Facebook, we're simply TOMz. On Twitter, we are TOMz_SABC_1. As well as our website, www.sabc.education.co.za/TOMz. Just get to know us better, you know?
Let's conversate. Now, with that being said, my friends, you can also get in touch with me at IamSia_G on Twitter.
Hey, Wind_P on Instagram.
And with that being said, that's how we wrap things up. Thank you so much for watching, Tom. Stick around to find out what's coming up next time. Let's hear MZ. Goodbye for now.
Tshepeng yena o ile a fumana passion ya ho bapala chess ho tlola a sanna le dilemo tse 3. O ile a fumana di-awards tse ngata tse a ntseng le tsona ka jeko le tse tshwana le the top South African female chess player. Ha re bone hore hantlentle chess yona e bapala jwang. Re fumane hore chess yona le evolution ya teng hantlentle e tswa kae. Ke nako ya hore lwana o tsebahale ha re bapala the TOMz quiz.
O ska lebala ho shebella TOMz every Thursday and Friday at 2:30 in the afternoon. Mo SABC what? Mzansi for show.